So, real quick, I need to give some context. I recorded my first ever 7 online races in Mario Kart World. The very first one of those was Rainbow Freaking Amazing Road, and I won that race, but the footage somehow did not save, and I am sad. So, a week later, I recorded 7 new races. Those saved just fine. I edited those in a new version of HitFilm Express, which I'd used in previous years. I went to export the video, and there's a watermark for some reason, because it turns out this new version of HitFilm Express needs a license, even though the old version did not. Problem is, HitFilm got killed off by ArtList, so there's no way for me to get a license. So I don't want to post a video with a watermark, and at this point, I don't want to re-edit it, so I'm just gonna scrap it all together. Instead, here's the results from all 7 races of that video, all playing at the same time. Enjoy how bad this probably sounds. So now, that makes this the new first video of Mario Kart Month, but it does contain allusions to the previous 2 failed videos. So, there's the context for you, and this is also, by the way, the first video that I recorded after the infamous 1.1.2 update that changed how randomization online works. So you're gonna get to hear my thoughts on that. Thank you for your patience, please enjoy the video. Oh boy. There sure have been a whole lot of changes, haven't there, recently, both good and bad. Welcome back to Mario Kart World, as part of this month's Mario Kart Month. And we have to go over some changes really quick. So first off, let's go over the good. This is something outside the game, so I'll make it quick. I got myself a whole new PC! I got myself my first ever modern desktop PC, so I've got a whole lot more power. It's going to be a whole lot easier to edit. I don't think the audio or video or anything's really going to change. I'm still using Audacity and Elgato and all that. So nothing really is going to change there. But this is exciting all the same. Whole new setup too. Now for the bad changes though. Or at least bad in terms of the general reaction. On June 25th, Nintendo came out with an update that changed how online play worked to an extent. Just random online play against random players worldwide. They made it so that selecting random online no longer guarantees a traditional 3-lap race. Now, random not only includes the connected tracks, the routes as they're called. By the way, the actual official terminology is routes. It is not intermissions. That is false information, or rather a misinterpretation that fans just picked up on and ran with. Not only are those in the random roulette now, but for some reason, random usually chooses one of the 3 available options that you would have to choose from anyway, making it hardly random at all. I'm not sure how to feel about this, because I said in the previous part that I don't mind the routes. I think that they're a neat idea, a neat concept, but I do prefer the traditional 3 laps, so I'm not that bummed out about this. But I've seen a lot of people say that the game is basically ruined now, or at least that online play against randoms is completely ruined now that you no longer have the choice to default to a 3-lap race. I think that's a little overblown. I'll just say it. Yes, I agree that it is a downgrade, because the traditional 3-lap courses are very good, and there's so many other routes that, again, I still think they're okay, but they're not as good as the 3-lap courses. So to make it that a majority of the races are the routes, I do think that does downgrade the experience a decent amount. But I think those saying the game's completely ruined are just looking for hate, basically. I think it's too much. Also, I think it's a little much to say, like, Nintendo's forcing the routes upon us. Like, I understand, they have their gimmicks, they love doing their gimmicks, they love making you use their gimmicks and all that. But consider this for a second. Of course, the routes are the gimmick of this game. They want to make the player do the routes. But then why wasn't random set up to include the routes to begin with? My suspicion is not that they deliberately set random to only choose 3-lap courses and then changed it after the fact, but rather random only choosing 3-lap courses was some sort of oversight in the code, and the 1.1.2 patch that changed how random works was them adjusting it to the way they intended it to work from the start. And sure, you could argue that the fans had made their stance clear at that point, and Nintendo could have, not put out the patch, but I don't know how long it takes to make a patch or, push it out or whatever, so I'm giving benefit of the doubt and just attributing it to the original way random worked not being the intended way, and the way it works now being the intended way from the start. That's my assumption. Anyway, I've gone on too long. I have actually not played online since this update went out, and I figure that since I unfortunately lost the footage of me playing online for the very first time, now I can play online for the very first time with this new system in place and just see how it is. So, let's go ahead and hop in, and we will get to the gimmick of this episode. Alright, so as stated last time, the idea today is going to be that we're going to look at the NPC drivers. We're going to pick out 7 of them that are not necessarily my favorites, but just ones that I think are notable, all of which I believe have never been playable in any Mario Kart ever. So, we're going to start off, go all the way to the right here to access that list. We're going to start with one that I have actually gotten a fondness for playing offline, Para-Biddybud. And I could put it in the Biddy Buggy and have that nice little double Biddybug stuff, but instead I've been trying it with the Cloud 9, and I think that's a nice, comfortable mix of speed and acceleration for me. Plus a little bit of weight, because with 23 other people at maximum racing alongside you, you need to resist being bumped around. And so having a little bit of weight, I found, is much more important in this game than it was in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Okay, well there's a nice milestone for you. It goes to show you just how much I've been playing offline and in free roam. Alright, so as stated, random supposedly is going to mostly pick one of these 3 options here. So I'm going to pick it and just see what happens, basically. We got a mostly full lobby here, 20 players. Alright, so if it lands on random, theoretically it's going to be either Great Question Block Ruins, Faraway Oasis, or Wario Shipyard. It did not land on any of it. Okay, sure. Wario Shipyard. And from Salty Speedway. Okay. This will be interesting, because as I stated in the last episode, I believe, I am not all that comfortable with the water driving. Alright, here we go. Now, we're going to do a singular race with each of these 7 NPC drivers, and then change lobbies just to make sure I can actually have time to change as desired. Doing a bunch of air tricks, not that that really matters. It's rainy over there at Wario Shipyard, looks like. That'll be interesting. Ooh, that's a lot of airtime. That's not exactly ideal. We're getting a good chunk of those. Nope, I'm going wide. There we go. I've been editing the previous video, and I am learning, or I learned from that one, to not be so greedy. Oops. Huh, okay. I kept my shell at least. But yeah, I'm trying not to be as greedy going for the items. We'll see. Oh, that was some luck. There we go, good. Alright, let's just get that out of that here so I can actually get some coins, maybe. Nope, I need some speed, please. Thank you. There we go. Let's keep one last mushroom on hand. I'm trying to farm these little bumps here wherever I can. Oh, there's a golden mushroom. That's what I need. Yeah, I thought that was coming. Get me back in the race, please, coach. Put me back in, coach. Alright. Oh, I still got one. Good. Okay, I'm going to save this for just a sec longer. Stand in the way of the bullet bill. And now I can do this. There we go. Ride that inside. Recover quickly. Make sure I actually get in the gate here. Okay. Not ideal. Let's also get some people knocked down. Oh, I actually got the double. Nice. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We can take this shortcut. Get some good recovery going here. I'm gonna be very silly and try to save this for the very end. Alright, nope, we need to use it now. We need to use it now, because we spun out there. Oh, that is not great that I only have the one banana, but it could help. Okay, that was an interesting time for Kamek, but you know what? It didn't hurt that bad. Whew! I will take second place. Alright. Oh my gosh, with my little Para-Biddybud guy right here, I will gladly take a second place. Maybe it could have been first if I could have taken that shortcut, but who's to say? Second is still really good. I'm happy with that. Alright, so next on the docket is a silly combination that I tried out a couple of times, and I think I kind of like it. Where is he? There he is. The Coin Coffer, one of the more obscure Mario enemies, alongside the Rivet Revster, a car that pretty well suits him. It's got pretty well balanced stats across the board there, although it could technically suffer an acceleration, so we'll see how many items I get hit by. And we have a rare opportunity to pick a not route track, so let's do that. Oh, one of the slots didn't get filled. Okay, weird. Well, there's a shocking amount of variety here. I thought most people would pick Faraway Oasis, but no, there were a few route selections. Alright. Well, I do not believe we actually got to race here in the video that you saw. I feel like we did in the footage I lost, but I'm not sure. Either way, we're here, so I can show it off now. First off, this is the best track in the game because it has giraffes, no question. And I say that mostly joking, but I do absolutely love giraffes. They just got a fun shape to them. This track, unfortunately, has a good chunk of water driving. So, we shall see. There's quite a shortcut I would like to go for, but I'm sure I probably am not going to nail. This is a bad idea. Oh, shoot, they didn't actually get that. Okay. You know what, I'm gonna... Oh, no, I have mushrooms. I should not go for this. I should just go for the regular shortcut. That's fine, that's fine. Whoop. There we go, take that tight. There we go. Alright, good. So the shortcut was back there before I boosted. There was a rail on the right side. And hang on, one more shortcut. There we go. There we go. Getting a nice first place for a short amount of time. We'll see how quickly I'm knocked out of this. Make sure I don't fall off there, because I have done that before. Drifting too tightly. Alright, now I'm going to be looking very silly right here. There you go, look at that. I don't know how much time that really saves or anything, but heck if it does not look cool. Alright, I'm going to use this mushroom to make up some time here, because this is a very awkward turn to make on the water otherwise. There we go, keep the coin in front. Oh, yeah. Okay! I'll take it. That was probably faster than falling off. Oh my gosh. I will take staying alive. Alright, missed a coin though. Alright. 6th place is not all that bad if we can keep it. Anyone behind me? Only a short distance, and I missed the trick because of that. Oh! I reacted too late. I'm still alive though. Okay, sure. Here, you take that, and I'm gonna take this. Thank you. That's not ideal. Alright, now... Never mind, now's not the time to go for the shortcut. Alright. I'm gonna go wide. I'm not gonna go wide. Dang it. So I'm gonna take the upper path. The physics on this turn are really weird. Yeah, no. Man. That's insane. Oh, I actually could have gotten that. Alright, well, here we go. This will at least protect me a little bit. I can just barely take the shortcut in time. Yes. Okay. You know what? 14th. Out of like 20-something, not the worst. Especially with how that last turn on the water went. My goodness. Hey, that's still plus 12. Alright? You know what? That could have gone a whole lot better. That left turn in the water is ridiculous. I'm happy with 14th after surviving that turn. Now, these next two characters in a row... They have very obvious vehicle choices to pair with them, so I'm gonna just be silly and switch them around. Dolphin. Very cute one to get. The obvious choice is on this page, but I'm going to switch it with the other character's obvious choice, the Bumblebee. And since it didn't show the stats, there they are, pretty similar to what we just used with the coin coffer. There we go. That right there, that's the shortcut you're intended to take, or that I was hoping to take. Much better than going down that left turn in the water. Alright, let's see what we get. We are originating from Peach Stadium this time, right over there. I was hoping one of the options would be Rainbow Road, but unfortunately not. I'm sincerely hoping I get to show that off at least once this month. But hey, Toad's Factory is still good. Oh hey, the Mario Kart 8 music. Alright, so Toad's Factory, heading over there. Iconic track from the Wii. I was never one of the people who was like, hey, bring back Toad's Factory, why aren't you bringing back Toad's Factory? I was never one of those people, but I mean, it is still a really good track. Like, it is crazy how many good tracks we had. Oh, I saved myself there, cool. I want that, please, thank you. I only have one mushroom, it's not worth trying to shortcut right now. Maybe it is, because I got Boo suddenly, okay. You know what, here, pop this, get something different, there we go. Now, whew, now we can just cut all the way across here. Oh, that's beautiful right there. Oh, that was good, that was a huge shortcut. I'm gonna hang on to these as long as I can here. Alright, well, I still have one of them. I don't know how I didn't hit a shell there, but I'll take it. Ah, yep, I got too greedy with the mushrooms. The bright side is no one else got the mushrooms I was hoping, so... At least there's that. Get that. Actually time it right. Oh, here, let's just pop this now before something else happens. It goes straight forward as much as I can here. There we go, let's hold. There we go, let's cut off a little bit here. There we go, alright. Okay, you take the lead, Dylan, that's fine. That's fine, you have a red shell, you're in control. Never mind. Oh my gosh, I got lucky. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Before more lightning strikes. There we go, no car, thank you. Whew. I'm defenseless right now, but otherwise in a good spot. Nope, alright. Get this. Go. Ah, the car! Oh, the car. At least the tumble didn't do that much to me. Alright, coins please, thank you. Very much. Which way are you going, Seth? You're going that way? Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Seth. That is a very smart idea. I don't know why I'm not doing that. There we go. Thank you for inspiring me, Seth. Alright, let's get across this, please. There we go. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that, Seth. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get karma for that. We cannot make that. Okay. Nope, can't make that. Whew. Okay. Toad's Factory. Yep, there's the blue shell. Well, at least I got a bomb to slow down others. Yep, alright. Got it. Now we gotta play catch-up big time. Now I gotta play the catch-up game immediately. Nope. Pop that. I'm not getting hit by anything right now. And there's a big fat shortcut that not huge shortcut, but a shortcut I can take here. There we go. And I fell off there kind of on purpose. Ah, that's a lot of airtime I didn't want. Nope. Dang. Oh, man, that one blue shell just set everything into motion, huh? You know what, though? I didn't get to comment on this on the last race. I'm glad there are so many more ranks where your character looks happy now. There's a lot less pressure to rank really high when your character is going to be happy with so many ranks. I actually really like that. Alright, next up, you can probably guess, Stingby. So we gave this Dolphin the Bumblebee, so we're going to give Stingby the Dolphin Dasher. Very low speed, but very high acceleration, something that I really like. So So I'm actually in the same lobby as before. I know I said I'd switch lobbies each time, but I noticed that a few of the same people were in here even after I switched lobbies. So I figure I might as well just stay with them. Also, I just noticed now there's two Seths. One that's actually spelled Seth, and then the Bowser that I was interacting with on the way into Toad's Factory. Alright, we have a surprisingly have a Grand Prix track here. The Grand Prix, the Lightning Cup, actually has you go directly from Toad's Factory. Why don't I waste all those? From Toad's Factory to Bowser Castle. So, anyone who's played the game is probably going to recognize this track. Only thing is that now it's daytime instead of nighttime. So it's not going to look as cool. It's not going to look as epic. I'm hesitantly holding onto that coin. Definitely should have just popped it. There we go. Alright, don't get greedy. Keep my defense. Oh dear. I don't like that at all. I'm going to do this and then just drop right off. I do not enjoy seeing your bananas. I'm not sure if it's faster, really, to just stay on the inside there or do what I'm doing here. You know what? I'm gonna... Oh, that was a very good idea to do that! Wow! Huh. Okay. With the exception of the boomerang, this is not that bad an item setup. The exception of the enemy boomerang, I mean. I am so sorry, Toadette. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm just trying to maintain defense, basically, and triple bananas is about the best I'm gonna get right now. Alright. Cross the lava. Not that great of an air trick. Definitely lost some speed there. Hello. Hi. Bye. There we go. Let's at least get up here before we get hit, please. Okay, good. We got up. Stop that. Ah, please. Okay. Oh, come on. I wanted to get... Okay, never mind. Ooh, good. That was not good. I cannot finish any thoughts right now. I wanted to get changed by Kamek to see if I got to anything new, but it was charging Chuck, so it would not have been. And then there were mushrooms. So there we go. Now we're all caught up. Don't get greedy. There we go. Fire flower. I'm not a fan of that. Anything behind me? Hopefully not. There are big shortcuts you can take here. I am definitely not familiar enough with them, so I am not going to take that chance right now. And I do not think I'm going to get a good finish here, either. Unless I can get a very lucky item pull. Okay, good. Now, let's see here. There we go. Pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it. No lightning, please. Just go through the lava. Go through the lava. Perfect. There we go. And then space these out. Nice and nice. Okay. Oh, 6th. I actually stole 6th. Heck yeah. There we go. That's actually a really good finish for how crazy that was going. Whew. And even if your character's happy, there may be different musics that played, so we actually got the upper level of happy music here. Good job, Stingby. Alright, next up is one of the characters I was hoping to eventually see in Mario Kart at some point, Goomba. Entirely because he does not have arms, so how is he supposed to drive? As for the car, for some reason I am choosing the Dread Sled. A, because I want to actually show off a sled vehicle, and B, because I think this is the one that a body like this, a Goomba body like that, would struggle the most to drive, making it kind of silly. Maybe I'm crazy, but I feel like we haven't seen random yet, and it's going to be very funny if it happens here, considering how many people voted for Airship Fortress. Yep, sure enough. Okay. Now that said, that was not one of the 3 courses on offer, so we actually got a random 3-lap course. Interesting. That's very, very interesting to me personally, because I heard a lot of people say, or show off or whatever, that most of the time, random would give one of the 3 courses that you, one of the 3 courses that was already available to pick. In this case, Airship Fortress and the other 2. Alright, we raced here last time, we almost got a first, and then we got robbed of it. Let's not drift off-road again this time. That is not a good item to start with, I'm just going to get rid of that immediately. There could easily be a feather shortcut on this track, and I just don't know it. Now, as far as sleds go, I personally Oh my gosh, I actually got double items. Amazing. I do not know how differently sleds work compared to the other types of vehicles. I would assume... Dang it. It's the boomerang. It's always the weakness of the bananas. I would assume they have just better traction in general. Maybe even better off-road, but you don't see those stats in the game, so I have no idea. I'm just going off of pure conjecture right now. Yeah. Just get me back to speed. So that's the one downside of... Whew, thank you, cow. One downside of picking this vehicle is I sacrifice all the acceleration and handling I would have had as a Goomba. There we go. Actually take this inner rail for once. There we go. Someone went out of bounds there. That was fun. I'm gonna hold this for a second. There is a pretty significant mushroom shortcut if I can take it. Oh, that is it. That is just a blue shell. Okay. There we go. And chuck it. Let's get that out of the inventory now before anything else bad happens. There we go. Don't be greedy. There we can turn here. There we go. Good. Okay, I need to stop getting airtime, please. Please, no. I will stay out of your way if you just don't hit me with that, please. Ah, shoot. Well, I can do this at least. Ooh, barely staying in it. Okay, 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 we're fine. 12th place, not the worst right now. Oh my gosh, the boomerangs, every time they're so perfectly placed. Alright, well, now's the time I'm gonna miss the items. Wow, I still got that. Okay, cool. Okay, well, now I need the boomerang to work for me, please. Go. Shortcut. Nope. You're definitely flubbing it a bit here. Okay, we got that. Oh, whoa! Hello, hello! That's the opportunity! Go, 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 go! Thank you, lightning! Ah, I couldn't quite steal third. Or second, rather. Wow! What a comeback, though. There's that lightning change in action, by the way. Having it only affect the people in front. That just completely upset the balance of the entire race in one shot. Wow! Whoever that was, thank you. Goomba appreciates it. With the second to last race, here's another character that I was really hoping to see in the next Mario Kart, and they did. Piranha Plant. Because he's got no legs, and he's just got little tiny stubby leaf things, so how is he even supposed to do this? I'm going to pick the Fin Twin, because it looks even funnier to see his plant pot leaning forward onto the handlebars like that. So, Salty Speedway was an actual 3-lap race option, but I'm not the best controlling on the water, so I did not choose it. And of course it won anyway, because everybody wanted 3 laps. Alright, I have a feeling this is probably going to be the worst that we do today. Only 19 players, and that is a lot less room for error, or I guess marginally less. At least I've got about the best acceleration that I can get with this character. So let's see what we can do. Also, we have a fitting vehicle, actually, because we are a fish, which you can't see, because his head is just so big. But yeah, we're on the fish bike, so it's actually perfect for a water course like this. Why must you do that? Why must you run over at the Piranha Plant? Oh, I actually bounced on someone's head. Okay, cool. Shortcut here. And I don't care if it is or is not faster, I'm gonna take this, because I would rather, oh my gosh, I would rather stay out of the water if I can help it, which I guess this accomplishes too. Ooh, doubles, okay. Well, that's good to know for the future. Oh, goodness. This is not, yep, too tight. I'm not good at that I'm not familiar with that shortcut with a golden mushroom, so that unfortunately just worked against me completely. I can do this, I can get a bounce and get up here, do another trick. Oh, and a trick off a person too. Okay, that works. Alright, got these for recovery's sake. Oh, that is some coins, I appreciate that. Yes, please, don't get greedy. Somehow I got greedy and it paid off. Okay, recover, there we go. That's definitely the best use of the mushrooms right now, is just to plain recover. Again, I don't know how much faster or slower this upper route is. All I know is it does not... Oh, that's not both doubles. Shoot, okay. All I know is it keeps me out of the water, and that's what I want right now. Okay. 8th place. on the final lap, I need to not go up there, because that's probably, what the heck? Okay, apparently that damaged me. I actually got the trick off of there. For some reason, going out of the water right there is particularly slow, and I don't know, or no, what am I saying? There's a teensy tiny lip coming out of the water way back there, and for some reason you can trick off of it, and I don't know how or why. Alright, can I get this one more time? No, I can't, thank you! Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is a very big sort of catch-22. I did not get really good. Oh boy, I gotta get my revenge here, please. Alright. That was the best I could do in that situation. I just gotta boost and hope for the best now. Yep, of course you threw it backwards. Of course you threw a golden shell backwards. Well, it wasn't wrong. Oh, he's so angry. Look at him. I haven't seen that before. And there's the first loss of the day. All because someone threw a golden shell backwards. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, and lastly, what would a video covering NPCs be if we didn't play as the cow? And as for the one vehicle I'm gonna put him on, there's a few that will be fitting like this, but that is awful acceleration. So instead, I'm giving him the classic Mario Kart experience with the pipe frame. I don't think I even got to finish my thought on lap 3 getting knocked off the wall with the red shell. Like, it's such a catch-22 with the walls and the rails and all that, because you can do some crazy stuff, take some huge shortcuts and all that with those, but also so is everyone else, and if you get hit just once, then the entire flow of them is just gone. So it's like one of the biggest risks they've added to this game. Massive risk, massive reward. Hey, Wario, didn't we do this exact race? What? We did this exact race. Okay, well, I guess I'll cut this one out then, since we've already done it, unless something amazing happens. There we go. I got to at least show off that cool little trick there. It is very technically marginally faster to wall ride along the inside of the finish line there. I do believe that's the world record strategy. Oh my gosh, look at this! Ah, some people ruined it. It was almost all Dino Jungle. And watch, it's still not gonna be. Guaranteed. Oh, it is. Alright, people want that 3 laps in Dino. And honestly, I do too. Because this track becomes chaos by the end of it. Like, even more so than it would be just from the people and the items all flying around. Alright, last race of the video. Look at him jam. Shake that cow butt. Alright, we're good. Let's go. Well, we're getting nothing. Yep. That's fine at the very start, at least. This guy, you can just drive right up his face and get a big boost, but then you deal with air time, so I think that's slower, or, like, just as fast. I'm really not sure. Okay, not being greedy. You got the triple mushrooms, you will take it, especially in 4th place. That's actually pretty nice. There we go, get a good bump there. Nice, easy shortcut. Right shell, waiting to recover from that. Ooh, get past there. Whew. We do not want that geyser airtime. Alright, and now that previous dinosaur takes off, blocking our path, and a new one shows up. Which I think is a really, really cool change from the original. Previously, it was just, oh dear, hello. Hello, look at you getting hit by the blue shell. There we go. No, hit you. Whew. Don't target me, please. Alright, we got 1 banana. Oh. We got our big friend Mr. T-Rex back there. We'll see him again in a little bit. And now I bumped the button there. I did not mean to press that. That is going to cost me. Uh-oh. Yeah, I squeezed the controller. Oh, I got very lucky, though. Got a second one. Hello, Mr. T-Rex. How are you? Please let me through. Please let me through. Thank you. Alright, we have got to hope that people play nice here. Just take each other out instead of me, please. No, with all the shortcuts, someone's gonna catch up for sure. Okay, accidental wall ride. I'll take it. Oh, boy. You know, some lightning would actually be really good right now. Ah, dang it. Nope. And I got the airtime, too. Nope, stolen right at the end. Oh, oh, not stolen! Oh, my gosh! Wow, I thought Mario stole that! Wow! I'm gonna clip that. I don't care. 150, baby. There we go. Oh, my gosh. I'm even gonna clip that so I can get the actual number there. Wow! What a way to end that video. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just gonna shake a little bit, enjoy. Okay, well. That was a surprisingly good amount of fun. Oh, my crown, no. Good amount of fun with the NPCs. So, that's what we're gonna do for the NPCs. I might place a couple more, maybe not. I'm not sure yet. I gotta admit, that was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. We got a surprising amount of the 3 lap races. Like, they were still there as options, about as much as they were before, it felt like. And again, as someone who does not mind the route races, I had a good time. That was actually a really nice video, with a very solid ending to it as well, I must say. With that crazy lucky tumble over the finish line. So yeah, like, I genuinely, I will still agree, the change that they made is a downgrade, but I do not think it is as big a deal as people have made it out to be. If you gotta deal with a few route races every now and again, then you gotta do them. Just put up with it and do it, and it'll be over before you know it. It's not that big a deal, guys. Are the 3-lap races better? Absolutely, but the routes are not as bad or as boring or as bland or any of that as you think. The chaos of online racing is gonna carry you through it. Anyway, I've talked about this a little too much. Let's move on, let's end the video. Next time, we're gonna take a look at one of the other online modes that we have not even touched yet. And luckily, this time, it genuinely, for real, is one that I have not actually played yet. So you will, for realsies, get my actual first time online experience with something in this game. See you next time. So, hey, I actually have an update. Shortly after ending that video, I did some random offline races with some various characters just for variety, and by sheer happenstance, I unlocked a new NPC driver. And then, believe it or not, while I was trying out Peepa, I got another one! So, thank you very much, Kamek! I don't know how long it'll be before I get all the other NPC drivers, without grinding at least, but I'm really happy I got these two.